Well, hey there, folks. How is everyone? Hopefully, you're doing fantastic. I am going to, let's see, put that back. Okay, good. Yeah, hopefully you can hear me. I always like to make sure that you can hear me, but let's see what I would like to talk about today. Well, hey, anybody that's there, if you're rewatching this, follow up with information that you use in the topic that we're talking about today. And basically, today's topic is, how do you have a meeting virtually? There's so many ways now. Do you just wait on somebody to invite you? Basically, you don't do it. You don't meet up with family. You don't talk to them. I mean, I know some people just use like Facebook or FaceTime, and they just do that. And just curious on some of the ways that you do your video. I'm going to take my headset off because no one to talk to. So that's really what we're going to talk about today. So how do you do virtual meetings? What I'm going to do is show you about 2 or 3 or 4 meeting plans that they have out there for certain things, specific products. If you use one of these, that's cool. If you use multiple of these, yeah, let us know. And especially if you're rewatching this, I'd love to hear what you have. I'm only going to mention a few, but I would love for you to mention, say, hey, look, I found this thing. This is awesome. This is amazing. And then the second part of this, because some people do live streaming as well, you might do live streaming and meetings using the same software. So I want to know that too. I want to learn, what do you do for both, or how do you do for both, et cetera, all that kinds of stuff. That being said, let me share my screen. Let me get down to here. So now you're looking at, here's me opening up to a website. This is first one up on the board is Microsoft Teams, and they have, I think they have a business plan. I'm not sure, but I mean, a personal, I don't know if they do, but I'm going to go over, click on pricing, and that's where I am. And it doesn't really show that here. So minimum, I think there's a charge. And I think if you have Microsoft Office, because a lot of people do, or Office 365, I think it's called now, because I don't have it anymore. So I'm just guessing at that. That is one way. So if you already have that, or you already have that for work, maybe that's the one you use. One that I use, and I have a couple of them that I use, but I have a Zoom account, and it goes over, there is basic free and tells what you get and how you can use that. Like you don't have some of the features like live chat support and stuff like that, going live with it and tying it into YouTube, Facebook, that kind of thing. So that is a very popular one. I mean, everybody heard about that after the pandemic, right? So, all right. So we have Microsoft Teams, then we went to Zoom, and then other meeting software would be something like Google Meet. If you have a Gmail account, you already have this product. Most of these cut off on a free account. They cut off after a certain amount of time, like an hour usually, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to share with you just 3 that I have, or I use, or some that I use and some that I don't. Some of those, like I don't have Microsoft Teams just because I don't have any of the Microsoft products, but that doesn't mean I haven't been in one. I have definitely been in one, and I've done that. So again, let's just go through those. Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and then Google Meet. That's the 3 that I was going to talk about today. You may have other ones. I'd be real curious to hear anybody that has this. Anybody that's watching this later, be sure to leave a comment as well. Which ones do you use, or have you used, or just like the environment? Some are great as a viewer, some are not. Some are just like, I just don't like it. I can't get around. There's not really much I can do, etc. And now with the meetings being transcribed, all that kind of fun stuff, there's all kinds of things going on that way. Now, some people do live streaming, so they use this for both. They do meetings that they have with live stream, invite just certain people via YouTube, not private, but unlisted. So that way you can do that. So these I'm going to talk about for some of the live streaming services. but these can get pricey, and usually they don't have a free plan. So I'm just going to throw that out there, but this one does. This one's called 𝐸𝐸. So this is one that you can do, and it shows all of the features that you have doing those certain things and how you can increase your plans to get more stuff than what there's over in the free side. So that might be enough for you. I don't know. It's something you might want to do. Then StreamYard is one that I do use. I set up an 𝐸𝐸 account back over on this. I did set up an account with them, so I do have a plan. It's just at the free one right now. StreamYard is actually a paid one, and they do have a free. Then they have core and advanced, all this kind of stuff, and they got teams and business and all kinds of stuff that they've gone to and used stuff for that. And even some of the meeting software, now you can go live with some of those with certain paid accounts as well. And then Restream, another popular one right there. So there's so I gave you 3 streaming services and 3 meeting services, and a lot of times now they're just interchangeable. Like I know for a fact, because I do it with Zoom all the time with my community members. We go do a private live stream in Zoom that only we can get in and use for that. So I do a live stream to record it on YouTube, the event, but it's private, so nobody else can see it since it's for members only. It's a really cool workaround way of doing that, because I have memberships on YouTube that I've done, so only members can see the video that's out. So they couldn't share it with somebody else because it's for members only. So it's kind of a cool way of doing that. So yeah, and how private are these? I always say this, here's my thing. So all of those, really cool, really great service. My thing is, I see Jolin's out there. Let me just recognize. She says Zoom is my primary. Yeah, I get it. My thing is anybody can record their screen now. The technology's out there. You can record a screen. So to say when you're invited into a meeting and they don't record it, but you do, I mean, technically, I get it. I understand it. I see that there could be security issues, but there's nothing that's going to stop someone from pretty much recording their screen and that kind of thing. I'm real curious if anybody out there, even in the business side, do you use anything private? Do you use anything that's just, is not recordable? I don't know if that's even possible, because since you can record your screen, anything can happen. So this is we're about 8.5 minutes right now. I'm going to go ahead and end this for now. If you're a member, please, I would love it. If you on YouTube, right over here, right down below on YouTube, there's a little join button. Come join at the middle price or higher. I would love it. Any kind of support like that is support for us, but also we do a tip every day. So anybody who is I will send out the backstage link now to invite you into the meeting, so you guys have it. Just sent that. I'd love to have you guys come in, and we will talk to you next time. Thank you, everybody who watched. And like I said, in the comments, just leave us something about what you do or what you have done in the past. That would be really cool to have that. I always like learning a little bit if I don't already have it and know it. So yeah. Thank you, folks. Appreciate you, and have a great day.